Previously on Via Non Capta.
So last time we ended on tying up the sadness that was last episode, since Captain Naboa didn't get detained further than his 45 days. His government required proof of his involvement rather than just being told that there's going to be a thing that's going to happen. And the Federation could only hold him for 30 days, and they held him for 46 days. So they were already pushing out and finally let him go. So he was released. But the interesting thing was in the 45 days that the Drake stayed and assisted on putting the parts of this, helping the starbase out, and then having those other alien species come and fix the starbase to the best of their ability. Sova did a big scan of the Drake for chronoton particles due to House's discovery on Lozesh, and then the House telling the captain about his findings with Lozesh. So the captain ordered Mr. Sova to scan the Drake for chronotons, and they found Sova discovered, to his surprise, that Lozesh was emitting them heavily in the mess hall where he was having his like lunch or meal of some sort. But there were other chronoton particles found elsewhere on the deck that Lozesh's quarters are on, as well as Lozesh's quarters, which led to a big investigation into his quarters, and pretty much everybody, minus Jahan, went to
the quarters. Barged in there and started scanning things.
Pretty much scanning and pointing, opening things. So that led to all of that investigation led to them finding a deleted file on Lozesh's computer, which Lozesh remembers being his entry, his journal entry of when after he came back from the Tranquil. So it was assumed that obviously that entry was probably dealing with something that there was something in that they or he or she didn't want Lozesh to remember, or they didn't like something in it, and they removed it. And also, I think it was Sova discovered that the particles had happened 51 hours after the members of the Tranquil were detained and arrested. So it was in the really early morning of like at 3-4 o'clock in the morning when this happened. Okay, and then I think basically the only other bit of information was there were no chronoton particles anywhere else on the ship, so not on the pad that was missing in the like the excess area for pads on the Drake, and nowhere else like leading off the ship type of thing. Like this person was involved. You guys kind of put together that probably this time agent wasn't involved with the bombing. And then, if I remember correctly, I think that was it. We had Isaac Clarke make Lozesh's nice con station, so he actually liked that. And then Mr. Sova scanned on long-range sensors. He found a planetoid that was M-class. So M-class, for anybody who doesn't know what M-class stands for, M-class is Mishara class, which is a terminology that the Vulcans use, and generally it just Mishara, I think. All it means is that it's Earth-like. It's a planet able to sustain life at a comfortable level, not at like hey, you can live here, but it's going to be terrible. It's a comfortable Earth-like living condition. So that is what was left. He wasn't able to have a better scan, surprisingly, after getting like so many insane rolls, like all of you. The very last roll to just simply describe what a planet on long range sensors were. It was like, no idea, I don't know what it is. It's just a thing. So that is where we are. And does anybody have any questions before we move on to episode 3?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way well, I was wondering, is the scan thing done, or could I have somebody like recalibrate to see if I could have a second sense?
When you get closer, you can use more like medium range, sensors again.
Okay.
Yeah. It's basically, it's not so much that like you failed, like you have no idea what you're doing. It's just more like long range sensors, for some reason, we're not unable to give you a higher detailed image that far away. So you're just going to, once you get a little closer within range, medium range, you can make another scan again. Anything more?
Yeah, did I miss anything?
Har, har, har.
Nope, nothing at all.
Okay, good.
I will take a chance to be who I'm meant to be. I won't let fear keep me from trying. It's time for me to make a change, to start living the life I want. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to see who I can be, make dreams reality. I'm never giving up. 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 I'm never giving up.
So you guys are moving closer to this planet, obviously. Right, Captain, are you interested in seeing this planet that Mr. Sova found on sensors?
Heck yes, I am interested in seeing.
Okay.
Put it on the screen.
So, Andrew, let's have you re-roll science and reason, and we'll have Mike roll sensors and science for the ship.
Do I just roll one dice?
One dice, yep.
I failed again.
Oh, no.
I got a 14.
It's difficulty 1, Andrew. Can you use your technical expertise?
Oh, yes. Yes. Because if I'm being assisted by a computer, I can re-roll one dice.
Yep, the sensors, yeah.
There we go. I got a 9, so that's
Okay.
good enough.
Perfect. And you did you need a 14, Mike? I don't know. What's the ships?
I rolled a 14. I'm looking up what the
Let's see. Do I have the paper here?
I have the paper now. What was it? That
It was it was sensors and science.
Science is a 3, sensors is a 7, so that's 10.
Okay, so the ship didn't give you any help, Andrew, but you got 1 success, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what you get is it is in the star system of Lycanus 15. You can see that is a or 15. I think it's the other way around. I think it's 15 Lycanus is how they say it. It is a dual star system, and one of the planets in the star system is a M-class planet, and it sports or has on it very pleasant atmosphere and extensive grasslands. So let me have you pull this. This is what you'll pop up on your screen. I know it's blurry, but this is what you see. So that is what you see.
So there's not a lot of ocean?
Not a lot of ocean, no. Okay. So now you will continue to make your journey as you arrive closer to the planet. Adri has a Captain's Star Log to read.
Okay, Captain Starlog, December 6, 2173.
Very good, thank you.
Starbase 2 is attacked by an unknown assailant. As Starfleet keeps an eye on the Tellurian Republic and these anti-Federation rallies held across the quadrant, I stay aware of the fact that this criminal wore a Drake uniform. I do not accept that fact easily. I will not second-guess my crew and their loyalties, but it does make me uneasy. While the investigation continues, Admiral Foxwell has commissioned the Drake to survey, report, and perhaps even conduct first contact protocols. It will be difficult to move on from this terrible situation, but exploring and meeting new cultures is why I am here. I hope the next few months are better than the last.
Good, yay. Okay. So anybody want to do anything before we put you in, Silva's gone. We want to put anything, do anything before we pull into close orbit to the planet? Okay.
You hear doors open. Yeah, I just gotta run to the starbase real quick before we head out. Does anybody need anything?
No.
It seems we are not at the starbase anymore. I've been in the bathroom for over a month.
It's actually a long time.
I'll agree with you.
Well, I'll have to get a new communicator charger then.
Okay, so you enter kind of like the system. So you're on the system. So it's kind of like entering from like Neptune, Pluto area. You're not like immediately on orbit of this planet. You're coming into the system. And you warp in, and there's this planet that you saw. And there are a couple moons, but there's not a ton of other planets in the system. Most of them are kind of like Pluto and like Mars. They're very uninhabitable, kind of like rocks in space that orbit one of the two stars that are here. Now, the one of the stars is like 4 times bigger than our sun, the Earth's sun. So it's really bright. Very, very, very bright. But you can see this planet. And as you are getting close, you are hailed. Let's have John roll for the ship 1 singular dice. Command plus communications. Just need 1 success.
Well, I rolled an 18. So that's not going to be good.
Okay. So he rolls the 18, and you can hear something. You can hear something like coming in, but it's nothing. It's really staticky.
I'm an engineer, not a comms officer.
You're both. So so
Good reference, though.
So you just got a hail, and the hail didn't really come in clearly. So you're going to have to move in a little bit closer, or at least determine where it's coming from.
Can we see if we can hail him back at like a stronger frequency or whatever?
Yeah, you could try. Yeah, it would be the same. It would be a same thing. Command. Let's have Caleb roll it. Caleb will roll command communications.
Not even close.
Oh my god, what is wrong with us? This is why some aspects of this game are stupid, because
Oh, well, we used up all of the dice rolls last time.
I guess so.
Okay, so command communications. You're on. It's also static. You can't like how big the star is in the system is like giving off it some sort of interference. You're just going to have to keep progressing closer to the planet or to the ship. So which do you want to go towards?
Probably the ship. I feel like heading into the planet is going to be really like invasive. Like if we're not responding to hails, and we're going to just come barreling into their planet, like they probably
Okay.
don't really dig that too much.
Okay.
I tell the captain that this star is causing some interference, and I think we need to move closer.
There you go.
Very good.
Okay, so you move closer to the ship, and you can see that the ship that was hailing you is also like on an intercept course. Their weapons aren't on, but they are moving towards the ship. Okay. Now you're closer. Now this is only for momentum because now you're really on top of each other. So if you want momentum, we'll have Andrew roll for the ship.
Do it. Sounds like we're going to need it tonight.
Okay. So what am I rolling again for the ship?
It's command communications.
Okay, 6 and 2. So I'm
Okay,
rolling
yeah.
9
Rolling an 8.
or rolling 8. With one
Right? You
dice.
said 6 and 2? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
1 dice.
Okay. 1 dice. I rolled a 1.
Hey.
Nice. Nice.
So there you go. So 2 momentum.
See that? Moving closer did help.
Just moved in a little bit closer. Helped exceptionally well. So immediately what pops up on this, what comes through the communication and then onto the screen is I'm going to use some terms, and it's okay. You can stick it out with me. It's a fawn caramel tabby looking cat humanoid. Fawn caramel tabby.
Wow.
Yes, obviously.
So
Why
I
not
know-
a calico female? I mean, you know.
What do you have against
So-
Calico as well?
So this is what I could. So it's that type of fur color.
Well, you said
Oh,
caramel. What? Fawn?
Fawn, yeah.
That's
so that's the
taupe.
same as taupe. Taupe and fawn, I guess, are very similar. So
Cute. Very cute.
so
Could have said brown. That's been fine.
Mm-hmm.
Biped?
well, it's all real. Yeah, bipedal. Yeah, it's all cat terminology. So
Very cute.
you see a person of that appearance, and exactly, yeah,
Gorgeous.
and
Koji.
a series of purrs, yelps, and long-sounding vowels
Not good.
come screeching through the comms.
Well, John,
Okay, I'm
looks like you have some
looking
work to do.
John, would you like to keep to your original role?
No, now I'm here.
Okay, so you can re-roll.
What's it for?
but it's science
Let me
insight.
finish scraping off the little
And
pieces
it's
of my
difficulty 2.
Well, I only got one success, so
Okay, so you are using the ship. So
Roll for ship.
roll for ship. So again, it's command communications. So you have to roll an 8.
Am I rolling 2 dice?
1 dice. 1 d20.
Hang on. Sorry, I didn't get to see that. Oops. Okay. I got a 7.
Okay, good. Okay, so that was a success, and so you have a pretty good understanding of what this individual is talking about. You can kind of understand them now. So she says, "Greetings, I am First Legion Halada of the Aortec. You have entered our space. Please state your business."
Okay. So I'll say, greetings to you. My name is Captain Harper Knightley of the U.S.S. Drake of the Starfleet Federation.
allow me to translate, Captain. Meow. Meow.
They only understand purrs, yelps, and long vowels.
Mm-hmm.
Meow.
So what is our reason for being here? I don't even know why we're here.
So it's a M-class planet that you were investigating just to see what it was, and now you are being basically talked to by a species that you haven't known. You can tell by, well, actually, I won't do that. I will have.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's okay. So I'll introduce myself and I'll just say we're on a mission of exploration, looking to meet new people. Leave it there, I guess. See what she says.
Yeah.
Are they the inhabitants of this planet or not?
I'm sure we'll get there.
Yes, she says. Yes, this is my home world. Known as, it's either Kate or Cat. I don't know what it is.
It's your world. You tell us what you want it to
Kate,
be.
call it Kate.
You wrote it.
Yeah, we like Cat.
Hey, it's what's in Star Trek. I didn't write it.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. So what does she say to me?
Okay, repeat what you said because I was trying to look up what I wanted to scan.
Sure. So I just introduce myself and then I tell her that we're on a peaceful mission of exploration, looking to meet new species.
Oh, she goes, well, that's wonderful to hear. I shouldn't be the welcoming committee for such a group of people, but we're happy to have visitors. We look forward to having an introduction, and let me pass you along to our leader, Grand Markson Urbar.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. She
Grand
says,
Markson?
Grand Markson. Yep. She goes, I can unofficially welcome you to Kate.
Thank you. I understand.
Oh, I think you want to talk to Admiral Mittens.
So I'm gonna let's have Mike, you roll so that you guys have a little bit more knowledge on what's going on.
Okay.
Let's have Mike roll. So let's have John will roll security sensors for the ship, 1d20. Mike is going to roll. You're basically trying to scan the ship. That's what I want you to do.
Roll the 5.
Excellent.
Nice work.
Picture their ship looks like a
Roll the
giant
3.
yarn ball.
That's good. Yeah, so roll security reason.
You want 1 dice?
You're gonna roll 2 dice. John rolled the 1 dice. He got a success. It's just it's a difficulty 1. It's not really anything. So you
I
already
got 3 and 7.
okay. So what you can see is that the armaments and the general, like, essentially offensive capabilities are very similar to the Drake. The technology is not widely, like, very different from it. Obviously, slightly different in how they go about creating the weapons, but for the most part, it's going to do pretty much the same amount of damage that the Drake would do. But the thing that's of note, which, because you're in the system of it, doesn't necessarily mean they're warp capable, but you're able to see that they have a warp core. So it makes first contact protocols a-okay, because they understand. They're at a place technologically where they can understand that there's other species and other worlds out there.
Obviously,
the,
they're warp capable, right?
Right.
What was the difficulty of that?
Just 1.
So did we gain 2?
Yes, you would have gotten 2 momentum. Yes.
So that's 4 already, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have one of your numbers was a 3? So do you have a focus in, like, ship, like looking at ships? Anything about looking at ships?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, computer security protocol. That's about the closest they would get.
Yeah, I feel like if they were doing something weird to you, then that would come into play. Okay, so she put you in touch with Grand Markson Urbar, and he appears. I'm going to do another terrible thing. A blue mink Tonkinese appears.
Beautiful.
What is a Tonkinese?
It is this.
Oh, okay. A blue mink.
Yeah.
Oh. A blue Russian. Got it.
Yeah.
We had a blue Russian.
Aw.
Kitty.
Shitty. Oh, he's a handsome guy. Look how cute.
So
Yeah, we're getting the real deal over here on the side.
Good. Okay. So
under my breath, I say he's a handsome animal. Handsome cat.
So handsome.
He is handsome.
So handsome.
He says. So he says,
dear.
"Hello, this is Grand Markson Urbar."
Yeah, so he has a Russian accent. That would be perfect,
Yeah, hello, Grand Markson. I'm Captain Knightley of the U.S.S. Drake.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. What kind of weapons do you have?
Yeah. Why? What brings you here to Cape?
Sorry,
You sound like
I'm
Sulu.
struck by the handsomeness of your face.
And your eyes, they're so alluring.
Your eyes. And then there's that accent. What did you ask me, sir?
You had me at hello.
You had me at meow.
What's wrong with that?
It's okay. You got to get it out. You're talking to cat people. It's fine. I knew it was going to be silly. It's fine.
Oh my goodness! Look at Andy.
He's beautiful.
Oh.
So he inquired why you're here.
What?
Oh, I'll just reiterate that we're on a peaceful mission of exploration, and as we were on our way, we saw your planet, and before we could hail you, you hailed us, basically.
Oh, well, that's great. I would love if you would like to stay for some refreshments or to see our art in our capital city, Yolkern.
Wow.
We
so
would love to.
either he's Russian or he's he sounds a little
Norwegian.
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 And he also sounds a little Transylvanian.
He's all over the place.
So watch out for that.
I would like to go get a drink at the scratching post.
Oh, Kaluber.
Excellent.
That's a perfect bar name right
It
there.
really is.
I'm done for a little bit.
The scratching post.
No, you got good cat puns.
We are not familiar with what you call scratching post.
So yeah, again, we'd love to. We'd love to meet you in person, sir.
Absolutely. Well, please bring as many as you would like to our capital city of Yolkern, or you can land in our national park, Bracledo, and we can show you around there. It does not matter. Just let me know where you would like to arrive, and we will meet you there. We would love to show you our lands.
Wait, so what are my options? The park or the what?
The capital city or the park, like a national park.
Oh Lord, I want both.
Well, you can go to both. He's just
if you go to the park, they have sandboxes that you can use.
I guess let's go to the city.
Okay, so he says, okay, perfect. He says, we'll meet you there in 1 hour.
He says, perfect.
Yep, we'll meet you there in 1 hour.
1 hour.
And he says, but in 2 hours, we have other visitors coming, so we may have to split our time with you. Okay, thank you. And he disconnects the comms.
Okay.
Are they Klingons?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
I'll show you what a scratching post is.
Okay, so this is the way this will go. That was the introductory to the planet, to the leader. This now is just open to you guys to take it as long or as short as you want it to go.
I want to meet this man.
May I come along?
So what you guys got to do? So you do now is you take down like a delegation that you're going to bring down to the planet to like meet these people and do things, and you go and look at what you want to go look at. You do what you want to do, and like basically, if you don't want to spend a long time here, you leave when you want to leave, and if you want to spend a long time here, then you spend as much time as you want.
I find them very interesting.
You can't eat them.
I know.
All right, yeah. So whoever wants to go down, I guess let's go meet.
So let's have a little scene, right, where the senior staff are all together. And you can assign your delegation, like who's going to go down to the planet.
I mean, I would just say who wants to go. Like, who's coming with me?
Okay,
I'm going.
That's fine. Who wants to go down with her then?
I'll go along.
Lozash?
It is a peaceful.
Can you spin that down a little bit?
A peaceful mission.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's many things that I could learn from them.
Heck yeah.
And I smacked John on the back. I said, my course friend. How are you?
As I said, a peaceful mission.
So, as the medical officer, I would also like to go.
Okay. Of course you will.
I'm sure it's going to be a catastrophe if I don't.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I feel like we all can go because we have our backup people.
Do you have a minor in veterinarian medicine?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know.
Veterinarian.
Okay.
So come back saying "Live long and prosper."
Oh no, man! Oh wow.
Okay. Terrible.
Yep.
So
absolutely terrible. I had to do it.
So it sounds like so I'll do this. Is our hat going down?
I'm willing to go down.
Okay. Do you want to go down?
I don't hate cats. But...
He wants to go down.
Unless
What
Ensign
about-
Clark wants to go, then by all means he can go, and I'll stay on the ship. Otherwise, I'll. If you want to join the doctor, I didn't know.
No, this will actually give me an opportunity to clean the filters and make sure the engine's running.
Yeah.
Definitely. After 45 days in the latrines, it definitely needs some reworking.
I'll definitely call maintenance on that one.
So it sounds like everybody except for Clark in a hesitant R hat. That's what it sounds like who's going down.
Yep.
Okay, all right. So there's
So
your team.
I'll walk up to our hat and I'll put my hand on his shoulder and I'll say, "Come on, have some fun. Let's meet some new people."
Yeah.
Meet new people. I'll
Mhm.
consider maybe having some fun.
So are you guys afraid of the transporter, or are you going in the shuttle?
I don't.
I look at the captain and say, "Hey, let's do this transporter,"
Yeah, I'm not afraid of it.
because I know it's safe in my end from where I'm from, and I remember doing it a few times. So I think it's faster and it's better and it's safer.
Says the guy who doesn't have a map. No, I'm just kidding.
Who has
Yeah.
nothing to live for?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. All right, yeah. If ever, yeah. Let's
doesn't
take the
matter.
transporter.
It's not
Yeah,
like we
how-
have 9 lives.
True.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
did
some of us.
did I just do a cat joke? Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
Whoops.
So as everybody wants to use the transporters? Everybody says
Yeah. House believes in science, so he's not scared.
okay.
I only believe-
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's-
only believe in science.
I only believe in science.
Okay, so Isaac Clark
Mm-hmm.
is going to roll engineering control difficulty 0.
Oh man, I can
He
see it
rolls,
now.
he rolls a 20 and we get scattered across the universe.
Oops.
And we have to make new characters.
Sorry, guys. I just don't get any sleep with John being in the bathroom so much. What am I rolling, Will, again? Sorry.
Engineering control.
Okay.
What's the
And
point of rolling if it's a 0?
for momentum.
We get shot down real nice.
You silly goose.
Well, you'll bank momentum if he succeeds.
I succeeded.
Yeah, he rolled like a 13, so each of us land in a tree somewhere.
Exactly.
How many successes for momentum?
Oh yeah, there you go.
There's one.
There's one.
Okay, so you all beam down, minus Isaac Clark because he stayed on the ship, to the capital city of Cat Yol Kern.
Kate,
Yeah, Kate. So, okay. And there
so are
stands.
we greeted by his entourage and him?
Yeah, it's Grand Markson and his entourage. So he says, "Hello, it is good to see you in person." And they do like a thing with their hands where they hold them out like straight.
Like this?
No,
Yeah,
like
but the
this.
palms up in the air. Yeah,
I
like that.
see. Is this a real Star Trek species? I don't remember.
Yes.
Again.
They
The
sound like it.
doctor on lower deck.
Lower decks.
Oh, yes, he's so cute. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just so excited when I do this too.
So they hold their hands out, and you can kind of do whatever you want. You can copy them, doesn't matter.
I put my hands on top of his and bow my head.
Okay. And he hesitates, and then he thinks, oh, you can see in his face like, oh, So then he turns to each of you, and he does the same thing. He puts it out towards you, the captain. But now he has a big smile on his face.
Wait, he wants me to do this? Or he's doing that?
And he wants you to bow, just like I did.
Down. Yeah. And
he wants you to do the same thing I did.
Do I refuse?
It's up to you. It's totally up to you.
I guess I have to do it now, don't I?
You can do whatever you want. He doesn't.
I whispered,
really
"Don't embarrass me."
Yeah.
I'll just say,
He's not with us.
He's not.
Yeah, I'll just hold my hands out and I'll say, whatever. It's good to see you and good to meet. Thank you for having us.
And he hesitates, and then he goes, "Yes, thank you." And then he turns to our hat, and he does the same to our hat.
Nice to meet you.
And then he turns to Jahan. Nice.
See what I started?
Yep.
I do.
I do that, but I take both of his paws and shake them. Nice to meet you.
Your antenna kind of like twists.
And you can see he loves it. His eyes get really big. He loves it. And he turns to Dr. House and he puts his hands out.
So I'll put my hands out and I'll just put my hands on top of his.
And he grips your hands
Mm-hmm.
and he shakes your hands.
Perfect.
There you go.
And he bows. He does both. He bows and shakes your hand.
He's so confused.
Oh my goodness. He's very what do you say? Not accommodating. He's very
open-minded.
He copies everything we do.
Yes. So then he turns to Lieutenant Sova. And he does the same to you.
Come on, Falcon, don't embarrass me.
And I say, I wish to give you a Vulcan greeting. And I put my hands up and I go, may you live long and prosper.
And as you say prosper, he puts his hand over your hand and he grips it and he shakes it. And he says, yes, yes.
So now he says to all of us, live long and prosper.
Yes.
Takes everybody's hands.
Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper. And he says, so I take it some of you are Vulcans? I can see that the tall one here does not look like this one who should I last shake. Please introduce yourself to me, please.
Who are you talking to?
I'm Lozesh.
Anybody here?
Anybody?
Yeah.
I'm a warrior species.
A warrior. Excellent. We are also a warrior species. We derive all of our things from being honorable and being proud and remembering our history, and we stay true to our nature. We appreciate people who are warriors as well. I like
proud people.
We have a rich history and we keep to it. Lozash.
Lozash. Oh, Transylvania. Oh my goodness.
I'll say, let me introduce you to my crew, and you've met Lizesh, and then I'll just go around and like introduce them to everybody and like introduce what species we are.
Okay.
My name is Lozesh.
he looks at
with a little
Dr. House and our hat, and he sees the facial hair, and you can tell that he's really intrigued by that.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't understand why all of you don't have facial hair like that.
Because my skin doesn't allow me to grow.
Well, I'm a lady. So.
Oh, yeah.
Well, even ladies have some facial hair.
Well, Yeah, that's true. No, that's a good. You
All
do
of
make
our
a-
women
I don't-
have facial hair.
But I don't. She doesn't have the goat chin. That's probably the best.
Goat.
Goat.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll tell them on my species, it's more of a masculine thing to have a beard.
So these two are men.
That's right.
Ah, yes. And these other two, almost men. They're like boys.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Very good. Very good.
I'm a man. I don't grow facial hair because of my skin.
My
Okay.
I say.
Okay. Very good. Live long and prosper. I understand.
The Vulcan doesn't grow facial hair either because
No.
he's such a boy.
Poor Sova. Poor Mr. Sova.
So, where would you like to go? Would you like to see all of the city? Would you like to go into here and show you around the city?
Why don't you show us your favorite spot? How does that sound?
My favorite spot?
Yes.
Do you
Oh,
have tributes to your warriors
we do. Do you mean
that
like
we
a-
may
a hall?
look at?
Yes, I do. Yes. I will take you to my favorite spots first, and then I will take you to this place, the hall, where we hold and remember all of our fallen comrades.
That sounds wonderful.
Comrades, you are so Russian.
So he takes you into the section of the city, which is basically like Central Park. It's like a kind of a squared off park, like inside this very
large litter box.
Yeah. He has the city is very reminiscent of like it's a combination of like New York City and then also kind of like Toronto. So there's like a lot of parts of it that are really congested and on top of each other, and the buildings are really, really tight. And then there's other sections where it's a little more spread out. The buildings aren't quite on top of each other. They're not quite as crammed. There's a little more space.
Okay.
So,
like the Inner Harbor of Maryland?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. So he leads you to this park, and in the park, it's there's nothing really fancy in it. It's just a couple seating areas and some other like there's kind of like a couple what you would say like a rolling hill or two because it's kind of like an area to break away from like city life.
Nice.
You can
So so you all enter the entrance, and he says, "This is my favorite place to go after working a very hard day here. I like to sit on this bench and just read or look at things. This is what I enjoy. Some people don't enjoy it as much as I do, but I like to always remember what our world used to be like before all of this infrastructure and everything. When we were first here on this planet, we started out as simple people, very simple, like warrior class people, and just built buildings and did things that were simple for us. But now we're a complex nation."
Do they have performers here in the park?
No, it's just kind of like there's other people here, but I should say they call themselves Cathians, is what they call themselves.
Cathians.
Cathians, yeah.
Thus the name Kate for the planet.
Yeah.
I got it now.
So there are other Cathians here, but they're just doing like outdoor activities or sitting or walking. It's like they're jogging, they're playing sports and things like that. That's kind of what they're doing.
living normal human lives.
Basically.
Humanoid.
Human lives. That's so
Human.
alien.
Cool. Very cool. So I'll tell him that I like the park too. That I grew up on a colony that was had a lot of nature on it too. So I miss nature living in my starship. So thank you for taking us here.
Absolutely. So he walks over, he leads you over like with that, and he shows you this tree, and he pulls off this it looks like it's like a lemon kind of rind. Like it has like that pitted kind of like orange citrus rind.
Okay.
But when he breaks it open, it's like an apple. It's like very crunchy. Like
Cool.
it snaps. You know, it has like and it doesn't have like a juice. Like oranges and stuff look like. It's just more.
But it has a rind like a lemon.
But like a lemon.
But
he cracks
inside
it open.
is
it's almost it's like an apple looking thing, or like a potato looking type
like
inside.
Texture, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Consistency.
And he hands you Captain, this, and he goes, this is a fruit called hibajev. He says, I believe you will like this.
I take it, and I say, do I just bite into it, or did he already break it open?
He cracked it open, so it's like you can see the inside of it.
Gotcha. So I break it up, like I break it apart, and I hand him one half.
Well, I
hold your arm. I hold your arm, and I hand it to our hat, and I go, take a taste first.
like ancient. Okay. That's
I'm
hilarious.
just protecting my captain.
Thank you. Very honorable.
So you're gonna bite into it, Mike? Or
yeah, I'm gonna bite into it.
Okay. So you take it from the captain, you bite into it, and it basically tastes like a really sweet. It's like, imagine if honey had caffeine in it.
Caffeine? Oh,
yeah.
That's delicious.
Oh my.
That's the kind of, it's like a sweetness that you can't really put your finger on, because obviously it's not going to taste like an apple, but it has like that kind of sweet, like
acidic, like coffee's kind of acidic. Is it like that?
No, it has like it's basically like honey. It's like what honey tastes like. That's kind of how I envisioned it.
Do you mean umami?
Yes.
Unami.
With a kick.
Yeah. It has like, you can feel like there's some like, whoa, like it kind of wakes you up a little bit. You're a little awake from it.
I look at Mike and I go, so can she eat? Can she eat of it?
Yeah, it's a little too sweet for me.
I'm not dead yet, so
yeah.
So I'll just briefly explain that as our security officer, he's in charge of keeping us safe, and then I'll eat it.
Oh, okay. I will give him all food going forward.
Okay. I freaking love it.
Yeah, you love it.
Like, give me more. I need more.
So he breaks off another one and he hands it to you.
I like sweet things.
And then he turns to his aide, and you can kind of make out, he's not saying it loudly, but you can kind of make out when he turns to his aide that he clearly is having them like put together like a thing of them.
Oh, I love
For us
it.
to bring up to the ship?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I knew I liked this man. Nice.
He goes, okay, so now I will take you to the hall of our fallen.
Awesome.
Since your friend here wanted to see
and
that.
I bow my head to you.
He does it again, but he grabs onto your hands.
Oh my god!
Shakes them. He shakes them. He bows, and he says, "Live long and prosper," is what he says.
Oh dear.
Nice work, team.
Mhm.
And then he continues on his way. So you make your way to the hall. And in the hall, there's a lot of, it's a mixture of paintings and some statue work and some like busts, like full statues, busts, and paintings of various
Battle scenes.
Battle scenes, but a lot of it is just like the actual, like it's like a shot of this person, perhaps at a battle, but it's like focused on just the individual.
I see.
So looking at it, you can kind of understand that some of them are, not super long ago. You can tell by some of the apparel that they wear and the people that you've seen walking around, like, maybe it would be like, you're in the mid 21st century, now, and you're looking at people who served in like World War II or the Korean War. Like clothing isn't terribly different. So, but there are some other Cathians up there that are.
I'm just asking if I see cats with their backs, like hunched,
screeching,
and their hair sticking up while they're in battle.
There's definitely pictures of cats like Cathians going like screaming and stuff, but it's as close as you can get to it. And then there's other ones that you can tell are like ancient. They're like older, they're from like an older time.
I stare at the one battle scene where the cats are howling at each other, and I'm staring, and I go, fierce, proud.
He says, "This is Zed Tim."
Is that Tim?
Zed Tim, yeah. Zed Tim. He says he stopped the great flood that was coming. It was going to destroy half of our nation, and he stopped it from happening. And what we did not know at the time when he did this, that there were other Cathians who were forcing it to happen. They were making the flood happen, and they were trying to submerge our nation and its capital underwater, and then they were going to take over. He stopped it. So this is him at that battle.
So they were going to be catfish.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much what you can see in the hall. It's pretty much just pictures of warriors and battle scenes and stuff like that.
Cool. I don't know what to say to the guy.
I look at you, Captain, and I say, this is a proud race.
Yeah.
Much respect for them.
I agree. I'm happy to have met them, and I'll turn to crap, what was his name?
The guy?
Grand Maddox.
Grand Markson Urbar.
Grand Markson. I'll turn to him and I'll say that it's been an honor to meet you and to be shown your home world, and thank you for your hospitality and your delicious fruit.
Absolutely.
Well, and then I'll just say, like, we don't want to overstay our welcome. You said you had guests, so
you may stay for dinner. It's no problem. We're open to you staying. We welcome everyone. So you're welcome to join us for dinner if you would like.
I want a nice, polite way of asking who their guests are. I'm curious. I'm very curious.
A polite way of who is coming? Sure. He says, his name is Dagor.
Okay.
I did not know much more about him. I met him 4 days ago.
Oh.
Is it cute?
Was he?
Is he cute?
No, I said,
met
is
him.
it cute? Not is
Oh.
he cute?
He says, "Oh, I met him. We met him 4 days ago, but he did not come down to the planet. He only hailed our ship that patrols out there, who you met, Halata, First Legion Halata, and he said that he would be returning with some guests, and they would be returning." And he looks over, and you can see that there's like a timepiece on the wall. And he says, "Oh, he'll be here in 2 hours."
I thought it was 2 hours when we got here.
Well, yeah. I mean, not that hard to walk around.
Okay. I thought
I'm
we would
just
have,
curious.
taken time. And...
I could say, I mean, it's fine. I could say, like, "Oh, he'll be here in
Whatever,
30 minutes. It don't matter."
What did you say, Mike?
I said, I'm just curious, how many other species have you come across besides us? Because you are very hospitable to us.
We
I
have
was just
met.
wondering if you have come in contact with other species.
We have had one other species come onto the planet. We do not know who they were. They only visited a small population on the northern parts of the continent that we have here. There were reports of them. We know that we had them, and we know that the fishermen and the farmers up there interacted with them. But it was over 100 years ago, so a long time ago. And then the secondary people that we ever met after having capability of warp was the Gore. So we know after the Gore. After meeting the Gore, yeah. After meeting him, we started to use our planetary telescopes and our satellites and other things to do deep space scanning, and we could see a lot of ships out there. We just couldn't talk to them. So we are familiar with that there are a lot of species out there, and we are very interested in being a part of whatever is happening out there. I don't know. We can only see so much. We clearly have a lot of interference, as you could tell from our sun. So it's hard for us to communicate out, and it's also sometimes hard for people to see us.
I asked, so does the sun protect you?
In a way, it protects us in the sense that if there were bad people out there to hurt us, it could perhaps stop their scans from seeing us, but it's not really impossible. As you have seen, your ship, the Gore's ship, you have found us. So it's one of those.
Go ahead.
It's one of those things that sometimes works in your favor and sometimes it does not.
I'm sure you can protect yourself by your ability as a warrior race.
Absolutely. We try at our utmost to be peaceful and welcoming of all. We try not to cause problems. We know that we're new to exploring deep space, so we don't want to ruffle any fur, but we also are ready to defend ourselves at all times.
Well, that's not at all different really from how we handle things either.
That's fascinating. How wonderful.
So I think you're on the right track.
I look at you. I used to think with my knife first and to my claws till I came on board this ship and saw that starting out peaceful is better.
I see. Well, sometimes the way of the warrior is always in your heart. It's always there. But being quick to strike or to attack someone without full knowledge can sometimes not be to your advantage. There are many enemies, and things out there that if you do not take the time and the patience to think about everything that you're going to do, you could really get into a situation where they now have you by the nape of the neck.
Mm. You,
Just
you
like
are
Mom
wise,
used
my
to do.
friend. The nape of the neck.
Yes. Very
So is
true.
this the first time that you have heard of the Federation?
Yes.
So cute.
What is the Federation?
You'll find out, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Is it like what Lozesh says? Do they mean us harm? Is that what you mean?
No. I tell them, I said they are a group of planets that have come together to peacefully scout the universe for intelligent life.
And as you say that, he hurries over, and there's like a floor kind of model on the in this hall, and when you get close to it, because you follow him over, and he gets close to it, he points, and you can see it's all these like city names on the continent of Kate, and he says, like all of these cities that are a part of our nation, you are saying that each one is a separate world, home to Andorian, and he points at our hat, and he points human, he points at house, and he says Vulcan, he points at Sova, and then he says, and you.
And I say, Gorn?
I don't think you would know. You wouldn't know.
No.
Yeah, you don't know you're going.
Yeah, I don't know who I am.
Yeah.
I said possibly, yes.
I like this. This is wonderful.
Hey, isn't my job to recruit people into the Federation?
Yes, it is.
So okay, so go ahead. And then okay, carry on.
He says, well, to be fair, I like this idea. It doesn't sound quite the same as what the Gore told me, but I have to hear the Gore out. He did come here first, and he did talk to us first.
Say what now, sir? He said the Gore said something about us?
No, the Gore mentioned joining them.
Oh, okay.
But I like it does what you have described is not the same as what the Gore described to us.
May I ask what they described?
They described us working in tandem with them, and that we together would work as a how did he put it? Like an empire.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear God, I know exactly what's happening. We're staying.
They told us to be how you say slaves.
Empire, huh? That's the exact word.
They'll work hand in hand with them.
Yes, he used the word empire. Yes.
They work hand in hand with them, and then when our hand is down, we become slaves. I see.
Do you know what this man looks like?
I have reports of him. I did not see him personally.
Can I read these reports?
Yes, I can. I can tell you what he looked like too, if you'd like to read it.
You're starting to be very pushy, Captain.
I can see.
I need to know what he looks like, please.
You want him to describe it to you?
Like. Yeah.
Okay. He says so. He turns to his aide, and his aide gives basically like a pad type thing. It's a little different than what you guys have, but it's basically a pad. He
with cat scratches in it.
Yeah, he says to him,
"Sorry."
Oh, he says, "Give me the description. Show the picture that we saw of the Gore. So he punches. You see, he's poking on the pad, and he turns and he shows it to you, Captain. But whoever's around the captain can see it too. And what you see is a male.
You're doing this, aren't you? Okay.
Short brown hair. Brown hair.
God, it's gonna be that monkey man.
with thick, tight cranial ridges down the middle of his skull.
Cool.
And he has a long mustache and hair here. And he has a Klingon.
I hiss.
so the whoever is looking at my direction just sees like the blood drain. Like I'm becoming like pale and like I look nervous. And I just kind of like I'm composed, but I'm also a little unnerved, and like whoever's paying attention can tell. Like who knows?
But I have a different reaction. I hiss and I smile, and I say, they are a fierce warrior.
Yeah. So I'll hand the pad back, a little shaky, and I'll just say thank you for.
So do you want everybody who can see you to like feel that way, or we can have them roll? Like, do you want to be that clear about it, or do you want?
Yeah, I feel like it would be obvious.
Okay, that's fine. No, that's totally fine. Okay. He goes, yes, this is the gore. Thank you. He goes, I see you look a little
Peaked.
Yeah. Did the Hibajev not set well with you?
No. No, it's fine. That's fine. I don't know how I want to handle this. Give me a minute.
So while Adri's thinking, so in this era, it's still kind of close to how Klingons are viewed in Enterprise. They're not villains. They're not like outright, you're not at war with them like Kirk was. They're not like outright villains. You guys are just kind of like two different teams, essentially. You're not necessarily like they're not looking to kill you, but they also aren't really looking to play ball. But you also understand how
they've had
Klingons
run-ins.
Correct.
We are not saying that they should be hauled as away as garbage. They are garbage.
They are garbage.
Got it.
I'm just gonna play it off as if like, no, everything's fine. No problem here. No problem whatsoever.
Do you still want us to roll?
No, yeah, you think
I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. I'm happy with anything.
I think you're like you said, you're trying to make it obvious, so we don't have to have a roll.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a different reaction to it.
Right.
Because I think they're awesome.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
They are awesome. I love Klingons.
And then he says, he says, Lozesh, he says, yes. I got the impression from them that they are warriors like us. He didn't talk very long, but he said that he would be back with a delegation to have dinner with us. And then he turns to his aide and he says, which I think is happening very soon.
Are we all having dinner together?
You are welcome to have dinner with them. I have no reason not to have both of you have dinner with each other. Unless you believe there is a reason not to.
I look at the captain and I say, what do you think?
No reason not to. No reason at all. And yeah, I'll leave it at that, and we can stay for dinner if we desire, if everyone wishes to.
So why does the captain not like cling? Like, if there's no problems with them up to this point, like why do we have negative feelings toward them at all? I don't understand.
I could the few times that humans have in contact with Klingons, they immediately go, great, somebody to murder.
Yeah, so it's not like
at war. They just like fighting, and when they come across anyone, they go, fantastic. Here's a chance to murder somebody.
I mean, yeah, that is true. But it's not like a group thing here. Like it's just specifically me. I have like a historical issue, but like it's like a thing that I've written for my character that
I see. Okay.
my crew doesn't know yet, and Will's trying to make it come out.
I was just saying, in general, Starfleet
Yeah.
is told to watch out for Klingons because they will pick a fight.
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah.
They're just hotheads, and a fight can break out quick. That's
But the
pretty
reason
much
I'm
always.
asking
I thought
that
our,
is because
like as a crew, our reaction was supposed to be like, "Oh no," but you just said like they're not
That
like
doesn't-
super cooperative, but there's no issues with them. So that's why I was
Right.
like,
yeah,
"Why are we?"
yeah.
Being,
No, it's just
being
me.
a hothead doesn't make them a bad person.
No.
Well,
Gotcha.
don't
Just
the
me.
don't the Andorians have more of a history with the Klingons? Like they
I
know.
think they have a bad history with them. Yes,
There's like a worse interaction.
there's a
with them.
love-hate relationship
Yeah.
with them.
They kind of don't like anybody who's not Klingons. I mean, really, they think
Yeah.
they're all weak, but they're not. Like we're not at that point where they're literally killing everybody that they see. So,
But Andorians feel the same way about the Andorians. People who aren't Andorians,
yeah, they
Um,
don't
yeah.
like them.
they don't like.
And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Vulcans are they treat them like bears. They're fine
Mhm.
over there by themselves.
Yeah, yeah. The Vulcans just let them.
Right. Well, Vulcans know how to deal with them. Like if they get up in your business, like you just get in their business too. Like you just don't back down.
Well, they just outsmart them. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's totally just a me thing.
They poke them in the eye with their ears.
Okay.
So I guess going forward,
okay.
like you all don't have an issue with them, but you have picked up that like I'm nervous, but you don't know why, I guess.
Okay, can I ask you, Adri,
Sure.
how deep would a Klingon recognize who you are?
No,
Okay.
no, I got that going for me.
Okay.
I don't like this is the thing, is I don't know what to do with this because I wrote this secret backstory thing. And I don't know when to I don't know what to do with it. So
Did the Klingons hurt somebody that you love?
My thinking would be is if you don't want to get personal, you just give a general warning of the couple times we have come across these people, they have been rather aggressive with us, and it usually doesn't turn out well.
Well,
Yeah.
let me
And keep it as because when Andorians and Vulcans were constantly fighting with each other, if you come across another aggressive ship, and
Right.
of course Klingons would be aggressive.
right.
They're territorial. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, let me just ask this of Adri. Would you be quick to pull your pistol?
No. No.
That would make the captain fun if she did.
I only believe in peace. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd sooner leave.
So are we cutting to the dining hall or?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I
why
didn't know
not?
if you guys want to talk to him more about anything. I don't know. I don't have to cover
I
it.
like this guy. He's very cool. Oh, no, I'll save that. Never mind. I'll save it.
Oh, okay.
Are we going to go up to the ship and get our dress uniforms?
You totally can. Yeah, absolutely. You could.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. So let's make it fun again. Let's have Isaac Clarke.
Aim
Roll.
everybody up.
Roll.
He has to have a pink
Oh no.
Vulcan.
A pink Vulcan robes.
Yes.
I don't think I would wear the Vulcan.
You have no choice, my friend.
Yeah, well, we were
Because
just
we
wearing
haven't
Starfleet.
gotten your requisition yet.
Well, no, because I don't. That's for meditation. I don't think that's for your
Right,
official.
you'd be wearing
Yeah,
your
he-
Starfleet.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, he wouldn't change anything.
You'd be wearing your Starfleet dress.
Yeah.
just like a
So handsome.
fancier, more buttoned up looking thing.
We're
Of your
so
uniform.
pretty.
All right, got one success.
Perfect. Okay, you all go up. You
That was a
John-
difficulty 0, right?
Yeah.
Maxed out.
So you all go up.
don't-
You
House doesn't go up.
house doesn't go up. Okay.
I see. He doesn't care about dressing nicely for our friends, new friends.
Not at all.
Not with the
It's very
Klingons.
much
I get
beneath
it.
him.
What's that, Andrew? Didn't hear you.
It's very much beneath him.
Okay, so then you all beam up. You do what you change into what you want to change into, and you come back down.
I'm not sure because I don't know if we still have the
The kimono.
clothes that fit me. So I wear the Hawaiian shirt,
Okay.
thinking that would be appropriate.
So you get like the, because you can like button it, because I think it was a button up the thing that they had.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can get like 1 or 2 buttons on. So it's like, budged. It's like pulling tightly.
Right.
Okay. So the other 4 are in their dress
And I
uniform.
meet you all at the transporter.
There you go.
And I get you're wearing that? I said, this is the best I have.
Say we'll have to do something about that, Lazesh.
Get him some nice clothes that fit him. Yeah.
Yes. Some comfortable clothes. Poor guy.
Comfortable? I think this is great.
All right. What?
Let's see what the cats have to say.
I feel like the captain is just beyond caring at this point. Hey, Will, who was that admiral that on our first episode I ran into that was asking me about stuff from my past? Remember him?
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's like Bernard something.
I just wonder if I should call him
Barnabas Chapman.
Barnabas Chapman. Yeah, how could I forget a name like that?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, let me just hail him real fast before
Okay.
I meet everybody.
Well, here's the thing. Because you're far away and he's on Earth, it'll take a couple hours.
Oh.
It'll take like an hour to get like a hold of him.
Okay, never mind.
To establish like a data link between the ship and Earth.
Yeah.
Will
never
she
mind.
know? Will she have talked to him before dinner?
If she decides to talk to him, she will be late to dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
I'm good.
You could still send a message.
Sure, yeah, you can still send him a message.
No, she's just gonna be mad at the fact that, like, in this day and age, it still takes so long to get a hold of somebody when you want to talk to them, and then just say, "Forget it, I'll deal with it myself."
Well, it's only because you're really far away from her.
It still makes me mad.
That's fair. So you guys beam back down. I won't have you rolled again because you're maxed out on momentum. You beam down, and you're politely escorted to the dining hall, like this big ceremonial kind of hall. And you get there, and it's like basically just envision like a Viking long table. Just this, it's a long wooden table with all these really ornate wooden chairs all the way down, and there's all these really nice like dining, there's plates and napkins and glasses and silverware and things of that nature. There's no food, and there are people walking around and they're setting things up and like filling up glasses with water and things of that nature. No one is like standing around like looking like you can talk to them. It's all like workers. So what would you like to do? Just sit down and wait, or
Oh my God, that's so awkward. Why can't we just wait for whatever his
Urbar
name
to
is?
come back, like Urbar to
Yeah.
show up? Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's totally fine. I just
Okay,
didn't know what you wanted to do.
Because how long it's 30 minutes till he shows up?
Yeah, he should. They should be coming soon. The Drake hasn't gotten anything on sensors yet, so you just don't know where. You just don't know where any officials are. They're just not present.
I ask, is there anything nearby that has the history of your planet?
He's not there. No one is there.
Or no one is there?
Yeah. And if you're asking me if there's anything there. There are paintings on the wall, but it's hard to tell if they're just like random paintings, like just paintings that their species just made, or like historic like things are being painted. Like, oh, that's clearly the building of this thing, or the battle of this thing, or some sort of like what do you call it, like making some sort of like law, like anything that we would have in our country. It's hard to differentiate what's art and what is like historic.
Okay.
Dr. House just walks up and sits at the table.
Right.
I sit next to Dr. House.
Buddies.
So you can see that the. Go ahead.
You okay, my friend?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Convincing.
Liar. You're a liar.
He's just waiting for his meal. He's just waiting for his meal.
The sooner this is over, the better. Just be glad you brought a doctor with you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh God.
So as he says that to Lozash, let's have, who did I have last roll? The John roll? Mike rolled, right? You rolled for the ship last, Mike?
I think I did.
Actually, I don't think I did last. I think I did a couple ago.
I can.
Okay, you got the. Yeah, okay, Eric. Yeah, because you didn't get to last time. Yeah, so roll security sensors. Difficulty 0.
Security sensors.
Sensors is 7. Security is 2, so 9.
Yep. Got that.
Just one D20.
Yeah, a 5.
Very good. So what you see, so who would be there? It'd be Sandin. Sandin sees on sensors a clear as day Klingon bird of prey is entered the system and is making its way slowly to the planet.
And you hear the Klingon music as it enters.
Got a radio.
So the thing that's interesting that Sandin takes note of is that they're not cloaked. So, actually, I don't even know. Yeah, I think at this point, yeah, they do. Yes. So
do they have cloaking technology?
They do by this point, yes. So it's an interesting thing that they don't. That they're not. So that kind of tells you that either they're not afraid, like they're not trying to do something secretively, or they want everybody to see what they're doing.
Or they didn't know we were going to be there.
Or that too. So it's only a few minutes. Do you guys want anything to happen there, or do you just want them to keep progressing to the planet?
Did the captain inform?
So Sandin tells Arhat. That's what I'll do. Sandin tells Arhat that happened.
Well, the reason why I said, did the captain tell them that the Klingons were coming? The bridge crew.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say that. Yeah, because that would be
because that would have been oops, we forgot to tell you.
Yeah, we should have.
Yeah.
We should have.
I should have done that.
Photon torpedoes ready.
Yeah, I know, right? I should have done that. Yeah.
That's okay.
So like we'll be walking into the dining hall shortly. Is what
You're in the dining hall, standing there awkwardly, like you said.
Oh, excellent.
And Dr. House and Lozesh are sitting at the table.
Okay, so I'll just kind of like.
And Arhat just got that communication from Sandin that the Klingon bird of prey has entered the system.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of like to the side, kind of like not terribly obvious to everybody. I'm kind of just gonna grab Arhat's arm and like have him sit next to me. Just real under the radar.
Okay.
I say to the captain, I said, our friends are here.
Yes, have some. Yeah.
So the Klingons progress closer to the planet. They do not hail the Drake, but they do scan the Drake. And Sandin returns that scan with his own scan.
Good job, Sandin.
And a few minutes after, if even that, maybe a minute after, Sandin tells you, Captain, and Arhat that they are in orbit of Kate. Grand Marks and Urbar comes into the dining hall. So you've been in the dining hall for like 20 minutes, and other than these workers, like nobody has come in here.
Okay.
So it's been an awkward 20 minutes.
Good. I love it.
I would have spent the time just looking over the room.
Yeah.
Checking for exits, checking where people are standing.
So you can kind of see that there are some sort of entry and exit into like a kitchen, which is where a lot of the workers are coming in and out of. And there are 3 different exits to this. There is where you all entered from, where Grand Marks and Urbar is coming in from. There's another set of exit on the, like, literally on the other side of it. And then there's another door that you don't know what it goes to. It hasn't been opened since you've entered the room, but it clearly leads out of this room. So it is a door. So
do we have like phase pistols on us?
That was up to you whether or not you wanted them to have it when you went down.
Yeah. See, we should have done that before, because now it feels not fair.
It's fine at this point. You're not at a point where you're in the middle of gunfire, so we can say that you did or didn't.
I feel like Arhat would definitely have something on him. Whether it's
I would actually have my knife, and I would consider having a small, easily concealable phaser on me.
Yeah.
Nothing big, nothing that would trigger a automatic fight with.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll just say that I put a small hand. I don't know what they're called. Small handheld.
You guys have like laser weapons. They're all laser weapons in this.
Is it normal for senior staff to usually carry?
On an away mission, yes, but because it's more of like a delegation for first contact, it's more up to the security officer or the captain whether or not they required you to be armed. If you're just going on a standard away mission, then yes, like Starfleet protocol is you are always armed.
With the
when you're going into
Klingons being there, I think it's advantageous that they be armed.
And I would absolutely hit my knife on me because I always have my knife on me.
Yeah, you always have your blade on you, but it depends on whether or not you've commissioned House, Lozesh, Sova, and Jahan to have laser weapons.
Here's my captain
I wouldn't have
retroactive.
had. I didn't go back to the ship, so I wouldn't have had one anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll say that, like, no weapons was like the directive because of the nature of the like first contact. We're trying to like make a good impression,
Okay.
like I didn't feel like there was a need for it, but I concealed a small one.
Okay.
And I figured as much that our hat would too. So
Okay.
Lieutenant Silva doesn't have any weapons.
Lieutenant Silva is peace.
Okay.
He's for peace.
He's got the Vulcan death grip.
Yeah, he don't need no
John's
weapon.
John's packing for sure. He's always got something. He's got a bag of spaceships, but inside it's his gun.
Yeah. That would be quite funny, actually.
Okay.
I would actually consider having a like case prepared to be able to beam down in case something happens.
Like a wink thing, and then suddenly a team of tactical officers beam down.
Well, it's have a few officers on hand prepared just in case.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
It wouldn't be like a full team. It would just be a couple people that could beam in and go, here's some stuff for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to my little friend.
So where we will leave tonight's episode is where Urbar comes back in. He says, "Oh, excuse me. Sorry that was late. We're trying to put everything together. We didn't expect as many people to be here today, so you can understand that we were only preparing food for a select amount, and now there are a few more, which is no problem. No problems at all. We just had to rearrange some things and pull some people from other places to make sure that we had enough cooks and people to accommodate all of my fine guests." And he goes around and he does the hand thing and tells you all live long and prosper to all of you.
Very good.
Is the Klingons here now?
No, not yet. They're in orbit, but they're not here yet.
I would smile, but I would internally cringe at live long and prosper.
Hey, nobody wants to stop him. So he goes around. He sits down at the thing and he says, "I've been informed that our other guests have arrived, and I look forward to having a meal with both of you. And I'm interested to. You've made some interesting points. The Federation and this empire. I am interested. So I will hear them both out. I will hear you out, and I will hear them out, and we will go from there." And
Thank
so,
you for your hospitality.
oh yes, of course. So he turns to a worker that's like kind of walking out. He says, "Oh, hold on." He says, please get First Legion Halata. Bring her here, please. And if you see our other guests, please bring them to here as well." So the worker leaves. He goes out of the hall, and a few minutes later, you can hear the like clanking of like metal.
Klingon armor.
I stand.
Yeah. Okay. And the doors open, and you see who you first see is the woman cat that you first saw, which was First Legion Halata. She was the one that first hailed. But behind her is the image of the person that you saw on the pad, Dagor. And behind him are a mixture of other Klingons that look like him and other Klingons that don't look like him. Other
the ones
Klingons
that have the smooth head.
other Klingons who have smooth don't have ridges on their forehead.
Because of the Bad Batch. Got it.
Yeah.
Bad Batch.
That's Star Wars.
So
yes, but if you understand what I'm saying with the Klingons, there is a reason why they were smooth.
Yeah.
And Worf doesn't talk about
the
it.
original Bad Batch.
So the
Worf
Dorks
doesn't talk about it.
That's right. Yeah, the Klingons don't talk about it. So they walk in, and the Klingons look and they said, Starfleet. He says, we saw your ship in orbit. I knew there would be more of you down here.
I said, the Klingon Defense Force. And I do the thing
like
to my
across
heart.
the chest thing.
Yeah.
He goes, I didn't expect to see a Kavak here. He says, but I know that the Federation is expanding their reach.
I looked at you and I said, I didn't expect a Patak either.
Oh my god.
I have slain many of your kind, but I like this one. And he turns to Urbar, and he says, it is an honor to meet you, Grand Marxen Urbar. I am Captain Dagor, son of Mech, House of Cordem. And he reaches out his hand. The Klingon reaches out his hand.
And then
and
then what happens?
Yeah. Grand Marxen grabs his hand, squeezes his hand, shakes it, and says, "Live long and prosper," is what he says to him. And the Klingon looks, he like quickly looks over at Sova, and he goes, and he growls, "Vulcan," is what he says. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Cool. Sova's stone-faced.
Yep.
Perfect.
Zero emotion.
You're doing a good job with the voices, William.
Trying.
Throat hurt.
No. I was gonna say, before we let you all go, the plan is in a couple more weeks, actually probably more like over a month, for the whatever we want to call it, season finale. I don't know, however we want to describe it. The last scheduled thing. I plan on getting together at 6 so that we can run 6 to 9 for our big, whatever. So the 9th and the 23rd, and then we have one more in March. We have the 26th. So there's 3 more scheduled at least, and then
okay.
Just want to put it out there now that that's the plan.
So the other thing I have for you guys too is I have a whole batch. I have a whole batch of cards going out for everybody.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Nice.
They were so cool, Caleb.
You like them? So
Yeah,
I did not even want to open them.
I even made holographic.
I'm gonna put him on my wall.
Wow.
He's so cute.
So I forgot to bring them to Andrew today. He's like my mule. I bring him all my stuff and he distributes it all.
Yeah, I was very impressed by the packaging.
Well, thanks. I have fun doing it. My hope is if we ever get together in person, maybe we can all see if anybody wants to trade them up and stuff.
That'd be fun.
Collect them
That's
all.
cool. Yeah.
I have a full set of holographics.
Yes.
Yeah. You could do it. It'd be hard.
You do it. You just have to know how to barter.
There's only one of each. That's how rare they are. Well, that's not technically true.
Well, thanks, guys.
Well, thanks for joining and just seeing what it's going to be like on Kate with Captain DeGore next
Mhm.
time.
I love.
Thanks for doing this, guys. I really appreciate it. I needed my mind to go somewhere else.
Good. I'm
tonight.
glad. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Happy to have it.
Understood.
I think that's
for
why.
sure.
I think that's why we all like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
All right,
All
All
guys.
right, guys.
All right. Well,
All right.
Good
Love
night,
you all.
everybody.
have a good night.
Love you.
Miss you.
Love you
Caleb.
too. Good night.
Bye. We'll see you in a
Bye.
while.
Yeah.
Survive.
Bye.